You know, one thing I love to have on my show is the producers in Vegas, the movie producers, and the writers and the people that create these movies, because Vegas is becoming very, very popular, and I don't know why it didn't become popular before, of making movies, because you don't have to ever make a set. They've got all the hotels, got all the sets ready. Ben, how are you?
Doing wonderful.
Look, he's got a different suit on now. He's in the moon world.
I'm out of this world.
He's out of this world, totally. He's where I am right now, but I just don't have the form for it. And how do you get this tie made for it as well? I mean, it's like, you really just straighten it out a little bit.
It's honestly going online and just pulling up goofy suits, Googling goofy suits, and like Oppo suits, I told you before, excellent company as well. This suit actually was like, it was just calling to me when working on this movie, Space Captain Callista.
This suit belongs to Ben. And so Ben bought it.
And it belonged to this movie and this theme.
Oh, really?
The film itself that Lisa Jan Savy
So
ended up writing.
you've written a movie, and Ronnie, you're in the movie.
I am in the movie as
What
well.
part are you playing in the movie?
I play the part of Ronnie.
So Ronnie plays Ronnie, which will be, that's quite nice. So now you're the writer of this movie. What's the name of the movie?
It's called Space Captain and Callista.
Oh, Space Captain, I should have known that. I mean, you know, come on, wake up here. So what made you write something outer space, in space? What is it?
Well, it is kind of odd because I'm not normally a sci-fi fan, but I did want to write something that was sort of a drama, character-driven, because there's a lot of things coming out of Las Vegas
Plenty of drama
right now.
with this guy. That's his job. He's a very good actor, by the way, but he's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes, indeed. So I was very fortunate to have both of them.
So when you wrote it, you actually wrote the two of them in it.
Yes, I had both of them in mind.
She did.
You had both of them in mind.
Yeah.
And how long have you known them?
It's actually been a few years. Me and Lisa worked on a short film that was Love, Pancakes, and the Human Condition. That was the first
Pancakes
film
and
worked
the
with
Human
her in
Condition,
Boulder City.
I would imagine would be fat.
It was a really amazing short film that was done all in one location on just a couple, man and woman, falling in love and seeing them fall in love, get married, having children, all through the course of filming. 1 day or 2 days we ended up filming on location, and the story, I loved the story so much. The way Lisa wrote
So
it immediately
the pancakes
connected.
come into it? What is
Pancakes, it's a tradition that the two of them, she ended up cooking pancakes for him when they woke up the
I
next
thought they
morning.
were joking
And he
about
tried
pancakes.
it.
Then I thought, well, hang on a second, this must be about
pancakes.
pancakes. This definitely must be about pancakes.
It ties into the course of the film and just what connected them, and kind of a tradition that carries on through the decades of their lifetime. And so with Space Captain and Callista, her first feature that she wrote here with me in mind, here in Las Vegas, was again very much a character-driven story dealing with main character Buddy, who's very much a kid at heart, special young man who lives with his mom. He's on the autism spectrum with Asperger's syndrome, and he very much...
Did you play that part?
I did. And he's just very much, again, a young kid at heart, which Lisa saw me...
How hard was that to kind of get yourself into playing that role?
For me, it was exciting. It was challenging because I didn't want to just be me, Ben Stobber. I wanted to be able to, again, tap into the mind of a young man who is striving for independence, but has such a connection, a relationship to his mom, who's a school teacher, and he works there as a janitor, and he befriends the high school students and the kids. He has difficulty finding, connections to love and relationships, the challenges of the relationships that he has, as well as his mom wanting to seek some of that independence and finding love herself, and a troubled teenage girl.
That must have been a great movie. Or a short movie.
Well, this one
is a full feature.
It is a full-length feature.
a full feature?
This
It is a
one,
full
the
feature.
Space Captain
And were you
Callista.
in that?
Yes, ma'am.
So you seem to be the three all together for writing and producing and performing.
Yes, ma'am.
Kind of it.
At least it
How
gets
did you cope with these two guys?
How did I cope with them?
How did you and how do you?
Goodness.
Those two questions.
We ask her that all the time.
I just let them talk.
I see that they do all the talking. Now, have you always been a writer, and have you got any awards or got anything for your writing yet?
Yes. Funny you should ask that, because just last night a feature that I wrote called Dreams I Never Had won Best Dramatic Feature at the Burbank International Film Festival.
Just last night.
Oh,
Yeah, just last
wonderful. Were you
night.
there last night?
I wasn't there.
You weren't present. So you had, it's like the Academy Awards. You had to send somebody to pick up the award, right? Because you were rather busy in Vegas.
Actually, I found out about it on Facebook.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh my
We
goodness.
find out about everything on
so how
Facebook.
excited were you when you read that? I mean, you must have been.
I was like,
Me?
kind of, yes.
Like me? What happened? Why wasn't I there? And why don't I know about this?
Yes,
And
I would have
just won.
yeah. It was exciting, and I think that was the third film festival award that it received for Best Picture over the last
really?
year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it has been winning at various film festivals.
Now,
so
is that a feature film?
it's a feature film, and it was a drama about human trafficking based on a true story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So kind of different, very different from this project. I wanted to do something a little bit more lighthearted, and even though this project sounds kind of, I don't know, maybe it's about somebody who has a disability. No, it has a lot of very light,
Fun
Like
characters.
comedy and fun.
like
lot of fun
real
characters.
life.
Like real life.
Yeah, there's.
I didn't know real life was fun anymore. The news
Well, I think
media
it's-
seems to make it a disaster.
And I think it
I
shows
mean,
that everybody that on the autism spectrum, that they're just like real life, like everybody else. It is the same aspect. I play a character also that is on the spectrum, and
then very different in how
very
they portray
different
it.
how we're portrayed, and
But
completely
it's,
different
what do you like
personalities.
about this autism? There's a lot going on with this autism. There's a lot of children that have it now. Have you researched why and how and when? I mean, you probably researched some of it.
Yeah, my oldest daughter has Asperger's syndrome, and she was not diagnosed until she was 13, because back in the 80s and 90s, no one had even heard of it.
No, not at all.
I couldn't even find a book about it, and now I'm just really glad to see that it's in the mainstream, that schools are offering special services for
So
students
you didn't
like that.
know she had this? You didn't know? So did she not give you any inclination as to how she was or what she was doing or anything? Nothing?
She was clearly very different, and it was very frustrating a lot of the times dealing.
Especially with the mother, you being the mother.
Yes, and I took her to psychologists and psychiatrists.
Nobody
and
knew.
They didn't. They said, well, we know that there's something different, but we just don't know what it is. And
So what was it diagnosed as? As of what was the difference? Was it the brain functioning in a different way?
Yes. Yeah, there's different perspectives about what causes it. You know, some people say, oh, it's vaccinations, which I personally don't think, because they have found that they do have a different brain chemistry.
I've always thought, and I'm not contradicting you, but if you give a month-old baby or even younger, you give it 25 injections in one, I just don't see how that child can cope with all that. See, that's my opinion. I just don't see how the baby has just come out and it's like fighting its way to realize where it's at, and then it gets punched with 25 vaccines in one. And I just disagree with that.
And even finding out a number of film actors who also have Asperger's syndrome, like Anthony Hopkins, there were a number that I didn't even realize that
Dan
they
Aykroyd.
themselves had Asperger's syndrome. That was what was interesting, even researching to the role and in filming, utilizing a lot of excellent local talent, cast and crew, and also incorporating crew and some talent that were also autistic.
Yes,
I
yes.
found to be really unique with this production, and that Lisa really sought after to try to get crew members to be able to gain this film experience.
Or there's this one gentleman who was one of our volunteers who was on the spectrum, who had a degree, and oh my gosh, he was brilliant. He had,
Well,
my
none of them are.
goodness.
They're brilliant. And,
Yes.
Brilliant.
They've got a way here, and this way is advanced, and this way is not so advanced.
That's exactly
But,
it.
but then, we are all not normal. None of us are this. Thank goodness we don't have a bunch of Ninons floating around out there. It's totally disastrous. But, when you think about how we are, we all have something going on somewhere when you think about it,
Oh yeah, that's why it's great that they've just started
Brought it out.
describing it as a spectrum, because we're all on it
On
somewhere.
different
That's
levels
why
of
you
the-
say a spectrum, because a spectrum is something very vast, and it's on a spectrum. It's
And I think doing this film educated those of us in this film on the spectrum in aspects of the adults that are on the spectrum. You wonder, can they drink? Can they function normally? And they do. I mean, there was a scene, I'm like, well, why are they at the bar? Would they be able to drink? And that was my own preconceived
Interpretation.
ideas going, no, why wouldn't they be able to? And again, it is there is some
I think
education
a
that
lot
we
of
do
us
educate
people-
ourselves in this as well.
I think a lot of us people put them in a place where they don't really belong because they don't think the same as we
Right,
think.
and
or
we
they
don't-
do
and
the
we don't
same.
understand.
So we put them over here when they're just normal. I
Yes.
mean, to them they are normal, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
To them, however they are, that's how they are, and they don't know any other way. That's their normal.
And that's a great universal message too. That
That's a
what
great
we
universal, they're all
don't
normal.
understand,
We don't understand.
we tend to pigeonhole.
Yeah, we don't,
and-
and we don't. We truly don't. We truly don't understand that they think they're normal. We don't think. Who are we to say?
Right.
That's right.
And we recently actually have a rehearsal and a final day or two of filming left, and recently have a new name actor to be able to announce that's going
Who's
to be
that?
in the film. Lisa, would you?
Gil Gerard.
From Buck Rogers.
In the 25th century.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're fabulous. So what other surprises do you have for me? They got a few surprises
Yeah, Buck
coming up.
Rogers and
We're already getting offers as well for distribution for the film, and it's not even completed yet. We're in post
I was
production.
going to say, how much longer will it be before it gets out? When's it coming out?
We're targeting either for late December or even early spring to be able to have a film premiere. Of course, you're certainly invited.
I'll be on the red carpet.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, of course. For you, I will. I like what you're doing. I love what you're doing.
And we're hoping to do another charity movie premiere benefit as well, just as previous ones in the past, to really benefit the community and also those on the autism spectrum as well, just to really be able to thank them for their
They're doing
support.
something for the autism and bringing it out there and helping people to, or getting people to understand that everything is quite normal for everybody.
And again,
ma'am.
getting such excellent local talent, and even New Mexico and LA, and just people coming together for this story,
Texas.
character-driven piece.
He's from Texas.
It's because he's from Texas as well. Absolutely amazing. Anything you want to announce because then that goes down? Anything?
Absolutely. So we do still have our Indiegogo campaign currently going on for post-production. So you're welcome to go on Indiegogo, type in Space Captain Callista, or also if you go on Facebook, I'm on Facebook under Ben Stobber, Stobber, Instagram. You can follow along that way. But we still have the end of this month for that post-production campaign where they can come and support as little as $25 for a special thanks. They can be an associate producer, and more.
you too can be a producer.
Do you want to get? Do you want? Where you on?
How can they follow you?
Well, they can follow me on Facebook as well, on Ronnie, Lloyd, Nanos. And again, it's promoting this film. This was a great film to be a part of. We got to go and wear hats that some of us have never gotten, where I got to be a producer, Ben got to
Became
be an
very
assistant
exciting.
director.
Yeah.
And Lisa?
I just wanted to say I'm very fortunate to have them every step of the way from the very genesis of the project. They
Back in February.
rooted me
You were
on
there.
and supported me, and also this is completely self-funded. I don't have any outside investors like a lot of films coming
you're
out of Las
funding it
Vegas.
yourself.
It's coming
Micro
from my
budget.
Yeah, but hang on a second. When you fund it yourself, it's all yours. So when all the money comes in, everybody else, she gets it.
yes.
And then she's probably going to give it all away to everybody because you look that type of woman. She looks like she doesn't keep anything. You look like an angel.
She's
you
a
really
nice
do.
lady.
She is a
She's
sweet
wonderful.
lady.
She
Very
really
wonderful.
is. Great opportunity.
She
Absolutely
gave us
wonderful.
opportunities we
And
didn't.
it seems like she writes them into what you're writing. You kind of write the characters into because you know them. So you wrote them into this, knowing that they could do it.
And just helping
Oh, yes.
grow even
Oh,
beyond that. Like behind
They
the
were
camera,
great.
too.
They were great. Best actor here, best supporting actor here. Mark my words.
Oh, isn't that fabulous? And of course, you are the writer.
Yes.
Are you the producer as well? Do you produce?
I'm the
all that?
executive producer,
Yes.
because it's my money.
I agree with that.
Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host. I'll be right back with the next guest. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was lovely.